Are you tired of staring at the ceiling? I'm talking about that special kind of hell where it's 3 a.m., the house is dead silent, and your mind is racing like a runaway train. You are exhausted, your bones ache for rest. You tried to go to bed early, you did everything right, yet here you are again, a prisoner in your own bed. You are counting the minutes until the sun comes up, knowing tomorrow is going to be another day of brain fog, irritability, and pure exhaustion. You're snapping at your wife. You're too tired to play with the grandkids. You feel 10 years older than you actually are. You think it's just part of getting older. You think, well, I'm over 60. I guess I just don't sleep anymore. That is a lie. That is a lie you have been told to keep you quiet. You are popping sleeping pills that leave you groggy. You are buying expensive pillows you don't need. You are blaming your prostate, your stress, the economy. But here is the brutal truth that nobody is telling you. The enemy isn't in your head. The enemy is on your dinner plate. As a men's health specialist, I see this tragedy every single day. Men over 60 are unknowingly sabotaging their own biology. You are eating normal foods, things you've eaten for 40 years, that act as chemical alarm clocks. You are putting things into your body that trigger thirst, spike your blood sugar, and act as diuretics right when you need to be shutting down. This video is not a suggestion. This is an intervention. I'm going to expose the 5 assassin foods. These aren't exotic items. These are things you probably have in your kitchen right now. You probably ate one of them for dinner last night. Then if you're brave enough to stick around, I will give you the 5 sedative superfoods, the biological keys that unlock deep restorative sleep. Let's get to work. We start with the enemies you invited into your home. Number 5, the salt trap. Chips, pretzels, salted nuts. We start with number 5, the silent saboteur of the prostate, the evening snack. You're sitting in front of the TV, you're watching the game or the news, you grab a bowl of pretzels, some potato chips, maybe some salted peanuts. It seems harmless, right? It's just a little snack. Here's what you're actually doing. You are setting a trap for your bladder. Salt is sodium. When you flood your body with sodium at 8 p.m., your body goes into panic mode. It screams, we are too salty, we need water to dilute this. So what happens? You get thirsty. You don't even notice it. But you start sipping more water, more tea, more soda. You're drinking fluid to put out the sodium fire. Then you go to sleep, but your kidneys are working overtime to process that salt and flush out that extra fluid. Result, nocturia. That's the medical term for waking up to pee 3, 4, 5 times a night. You think you have a bad bladder? Maybe you just have a bad diet. That handful of salted peanuts is a guaranteed ticket to the bathroom at 2 in the morning. You are literally dehydrating your cells and overfilling your bladder simultaneously. If you want to sleep through the night, the salt shaker and the salty snacks are banned after lunch. Period. Number 4, this is the staple of the American dinner, the side of white rice, the big bowl of pasta, the basket of dinner rolls. But it's just bread, you say. It's comfort food. No, to your body. It is a sugar bomb. Refined carbohydrates like white bread and pasta are chemically identical to table sugar once they hit your bloodstream. Here's the nightmare scenario. You eat a big pasta dinner or 3 dinner rolls at 7 p.m. Your blood sugar skyrockets. You feel full, maybe even a little sleepy. That's the carb coma. You fall asleep, but 3 or 4 hours later, right in the middle of the night, that sugar crashes. It plummets. Your brain panics. It thinks you are starving. It signals your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline. Number 3, this one shocks people. You're trying to be healthy, right? The doctor said, eat more veggies. So for dinner, you have a giant raw salad or a big bowl of steamed broccoli or cauliflower. You think you're doing good, but your digestive system disagrees. Here's the reality of digestion over 60. It is slower. Your enzymes are weaker. Raw vegetables and cruciferous veggies like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower are packed with tough, insoluble fiber and complex sugars called raffinose. Your body struggles to break these down, so they sit in your gut and ferment. This creates gas, lots of it. It creates bloating and abdominal pressure. When you lay down flat to sleep, that pressure pushes up against your diaphragm. It pushes on your lungs. It makes it harder to breathe deeply. It causes discomfort that keeps you in a shallow, light sleep. You toss and turn trying to find a position where your stomach doesn't feel like a balloon. Vegetables are great for lunch, but at dinner, you need cooked, easy to digest foods. Don't force your gut to run a marathon while you're trying to rest. Adrenaline is the fight or flight hormone. It is wake-up juice. You jolt awake at 3 a.m., heart pounding, sweating, mind racing. You aren't awake because of stress. You are awake because you're having a hypoglycemic crash from that harmless dinner roll. You are putting your body on a roller coaster. Stop treating refined carbs as a side dish. They are sleep destroyers. Number 2, the easy dinner. You don't feel like cooking, so you make a sandwich. Ham and cheese, salami, maybe a pepperoni pizza. This is a double-edged sword that is cutting your sleep to ribbons. First, the tyramine. Aged cheeses like cheddar, Swiss, and cured meats, salami, pepperoni, smoked ham are loaded with an amino acid called tyramine. Tyramine triggers the release of norepinephrine in the brain. That is a brain stimulant. Adrenaline is the fight-or-flight hormone. It is wake-up juice. You jolt awake at 3 a.m., heart pounding, sweating, mind racing. You aren't awake because of stress. You are awake because you are having a hypoglycemic crash from that harmless dinner roll. You are putting your body on a roller coaster. Stop treating refined carbs as a side dish. They are sleep destroyers. Number 1, the absolute most common offender. The red menace. Tomato sauce, pasta with marinara, pizza, chili, salsa, even ketchup. But I don't feel heartburn, you argue. My stomach is made of steel. You might not feel the burning in your chest, but you are likely suffering from silent reflux. As you age, the valve that keeps food in your stomach gets weak. When you eat acidic foods like stop. Do not move that mouse. I can feel your frustration. You are sitting there thinking, well, great, he just banned my dinner rolls, my ham sandwich, my pizza, and my peanuts. What am I supposed to eat? Air. You are angry. Good. Be angry. Anger is better than apathy. But if you click away now, you are making a massive mistake. You are leaving with the don'ts, but without the do's. You are leaving with the problem, but without the solution. Most men give up here. They say it's too hard to change, and they go back to their sleepless nights, their 3 a.m. urinations, and their exhaustion. They accept defeat. But you are still here. That tells me you are a fighter. That tells me you want your life back. The next 5 foods are not just healthy. They are functional tools. I'm going to give you the foods that contain the actual chemical building blocks of sleep. Melatonin, serotonin, magnesium. We're going to replace the poisons with the antidotes. Stay with me. This is where you'll learn how to win. Let's pivot to the offense. Number 5, tart cherry juice. Notice I said tart, not the sweet, sugary cherry juice cocktail. Number 4, we need to talk about your muscles. Do your legs twitch at night? Can you not get comfortable? You are likely deficient in magnesium. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral. It is the off switch for your nervous system. If you don't have enough, your muscles stay tense. You can't relax. Enter almonds and walnuts. These nuts are magnesium bombs. A handful of almonds provides a massive dose to sedate your muscles. Walnuts are even better. They contain their own supply of melatonin and healthy fats. But listen to me. Portion control. I said a handful, not a bowl. We want the minerals, not the calories. A small handful of raw almonds 90 minutes before bed acts like a natural muscle relaxant. Number 3, dinner time. We took away the pizza and the steak. What do you put on the plate? You put the king of sleep, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, tuna. Here's the magic combination: omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D. Most men over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, but vitamin D is crucial for making serotonin. Serotonin is the feel-good hormone that turns into melatonin. No vitamin D, no sleep. The omega-3s reduce inflammation. If your brain is inflamed from stress and bad diet, it won't sleep deeply. Salmon calms the fire. It is light on the stomach, easy to digest, and packed with the exact nutrients your aging brain is screaming for. Make grilled salmon your go-to dinner. You aren't just eating, you are building a better brain. Number 2, this one sounds strange, but the science is undeniable. The kiwi fruit. Fruit before bed, yes, but specifically kiwi. Kiwi is unique. It is loaded with serotonin and folate. A deficiency in folate is strongly linked to insomnia and restless leg syndrome. There was a famous study where participants ate 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed. The results were shocking. They fell asleep 42% faster. Their total sleep time increased by 13%. Think about that. 42% faster. No pills, no side effects, just two fuzzy little fruits. Peel them, eat them. It is perhaps the simplest, most effective dietary hack for men who stare at the ceiling. Number 1, the ultimate sleep facilitator. This is about strategy. We've talked about tryptophan, it's the amino acid that makes you sleepy. But tryptophan fights a battle to get into your brain. It competes with other nutrients. Usually it loses. To get tryptophan into your brain, it needs a vehicle. It needs a tiny insulin spike, a controlled one. This is where a small bowl of warm oatmeal comes in. Oatmeal is a natural source of melatonin, but it's also a complex carbohydrate. When you eat it, it triggers a gentle release of insulin. This insulin clears the traffic in your blood, allowing the tryptophan to drive straight into your brain. I'm not talking about instant oatmeal with maple sugar. I'm talking about plain steel-cut oats, a small bowl. It calms the gut, warms the body, and opens the gates for sleep hormones. It's comfort food that actually works. You've made it to the end. You now possess knowledge that 95% of men your age do not have. You know the mechanics, but knowledge without action is just trivia. Tonight you have a choice. It is a choice you will make when you walk into your kitchen. In one hand, you have the old life. You have the ham sandwich, the chips, the dinner rolls, the pizza. You know exactly what that hand offers. It offers a momentary taste of salt and sugar, followed by hours of misery. It offers the ceiling at 3 in the morning. It offers the weak stream, the frustration, the exhaustion. It keeps you a prisoner. In the other hand, you have the new protocol. You have the grilled salmon, the tart cherry juice, the almonds, the kiwi. This path isn't just about food. It is about freedom. It is about waking up at 7 in the morning feeling like a man half your age. It is about having the energy to live your life. The fridge is your battlefield. The fork is your weapon. You can use it to dig your grave or you can use it to build your strength. You are over 60. You don't have time to waste on bad nights. Your recovery is everything. Start tonight. Throw out the junk. Buy the cherries. Eat the kiwi. Reclaim your sleep because nobody else is going to do it for you. Share this video with a friend who looks tired. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Send this to him. Tell him to wake up so he can finally go to sleep. Subscribe because I have a lot more truth to tell and I'm just getting started. Now go close the kitchen and get some